When institutions make big moves in crypto, the entire market pays attention. Recently, Galaxy Digital made headlines by acquiring more than $1.5 billion worth of Solana tokens in just a few days. That's not just another whale trade, it's a signal of how institutional players are shaping the future of Layer 1 blockchains. But why do these large buys matter, and what do they mean for Solana and other networks competing for dominance? Let's start with the basics. Institutional investors are very different from retail traders. They operate with massive amounts of capital, strict risk management, and long-term strategies. When a firm like Galaxy Digital accumulates millions of SOL tokens, it sends a message of confidence. Institutions rarely chase hype. Instead, they position themselves in assets they believe will play a critical role in the future of digital infrastructure. For Solana, this matters because Layer 1 blockchains are the foundation of Web3. They provide the base layer for smart contracts, decentralized finance, NFTs, and countless other applications. The success of a Layer 1 depends not only on its technology, but also on the capital and trust it attracts. When big players back Solana, it reinforces the perception that its network is robust, scalable, and worth building on. Institutional buys also have practical effects on supply and demand. When millions of tokens are purchased over the counter or through direct wallet transfers, those tokens often move into cold storage or long-term custody solutions. This reduces the available float on exchanges. With fewer tokens circulating, upward pressure on price can increase, even if demand from retail remains constant. Another dimension is staking. Many Layer 1 tokens, including Solana, can be staked to secure the network and earn yield. If institutions choose to stake their holdings, the effect is twofold. More tokens are locked away, reducing supply, and the network gains stronger security through higher stake participation. This creates a reinforcing cycle of confidence. Beyond Solana, these dynamics apply across Layer 1 ecosystems. Ethereum has long been the leader, but projects like Avalanche, Near, and Aptos are all competing for market share. When institutions allocate to multiple Layer 1s, it diversifies the space and signals broader adoption of blockchain infrastructure. It shows that the market is not a winner-takes-all game, but a landscape where multiple networks can thrive. Of course, institutional buying does not guarantee success. Markets remain volatile, and even large investors can be wrong. Solana has faced outages in the past and continues to face questions about decentralization. Regulatory uncertainty also hangs over the entire industry. But institutional participation shifts the narrative. It moves Layer 1s from speculative assets toward recognized components of a growing financial system. Historically, whale accumulation has often preceded rallies. In Bitcoin, large wallet inflows have been early signals of bullish cycles. In Ethereum, institutional adoption of staking products has coincided with growth in DeFi and Layer 2 scaling. Now, with Solana, we may be seeing the same pattern emerge. Institutions accumulating early, positioning themselves for the next wave of adoption. For developers and entrepreneurs, institutional buys provide another kind of signal. They suggest that there will be resources, liquidity, and attention flowing into a given ecosystem. That can attract builders who want to launch applications on chains with strong backers and deep liquidity. Capital, technology, and talent all follow one another in a virtuous cycle. In the long run, the importance of institutional buying is not just about price. It's about legitimacy. When established firms commit billions to Layer 1 tokens, it bridges the gap between traditional finance and Web3. It reassures regulators, opens doors for ETFs, and gives mainstream investors more confidence. This is how infrastructure shifts from experimental to essential. So why do institutional buys matter in Solana and other Layer 1 chain? Because they validate the technology, tighten the supply, encourage adoption, and push blockchain one step closer to mainstream integration. They don't erase the risks, but they amplify the opportunity. And for investors, developers, and users, that is a signal worth watching. For more insights on Solana, Layer 1 ecosystems, and the role of institutions in Web3, remember to like, subscribe, and keep learning, here at Blockchain Reaction.